And here we are. Here we are. Okay, so I've timed myself. Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome in. I've timed myself twice now. When I hit go live, I don't go live on my device until about 40 seconds later. So it's good to hush for 40 seconds. Let us go live.
It's the centering grounding time.
There you go. Hey, Jason, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm better now. I was feeling kind of blah, but I've been working hard at home, so it was no wonder that I was tired. But I took a power nap and got me some tea and honey. I'm happy. I'm just happy.
Great.
I'm happy you're here tonight. Thank you so much. As I was telling you backstage, I got a lot of wonderful feedback the last time we were live together, and so I appreciate you coming back.
Absolutely. I love doing it, so it's a pleasure.
Yeah. Now that I'm off for the summer, I'm going to try to be on at least twice a week instead of once a month.
Oh, that's nice.
It's a shorter summer, but school starts earlier this year, and so I'm just trying to enjoy every moment I can for now.
Yeah, I miss that with school months, having time off.
Yeah.
It's always nice.
Yeah. So how have you been?
I've been good. Doing some online things, and which you came to last week, and working with Kevin Lewis, and I think we're going to plan another one working with inner child, so kind of a hypnosis type thing. So I'll probably be in July. I'm coming up with my own hypnosises, or I don't even know how you put it.
Hypnososes. Hypnosology. There you go. Hypnosisology.
And then Jeffrey Peck, medium. I had a interview with him today, so that should be going live pretty soon. I know he wanted to get it up as soon as possible, so
that's awesome. So was that like a podcast?
Yeah, he has a podcast, and it was great. We just talked about pretty much what I do in the past life, but it kind of, as usual, it's hard to keep it in a little box, and ended up going everywhere. So, but it was good. It was a good.
That's awesome. For those of you who don't know, Jason does this wonderful. It's a unique way for me for meditation, hypnosis, but for some of those who might be afraid of the word hypnosis, it truly is a deep meditation, and it's not like you're going to put anybody under and make them do dog tricks or something.
Yeah, no, that's the dark side of hypnosis. No plucking, no barking.
Barking, you run to the nearest tree. But yeah, so I highly encourage, I believe it's in the description and everything, to go to his website. And so you're doing live sessions now. And this last one with Kevin Lewis, with meeting your animal guides, correct?
Yeah.
And it was the most interesting. I mean, you guys have to do one of his sessions. It is very unique and fully worth the time of the day to go in and take a good chunk of your day. And it's usually about 2 hours, correct?
Yeah.
But it goes by as if it were 15 minutes. And it's the most wonderful experience. And if you don't have experience or have positive experience with meditation, I love the way, Jason, the way you do it, because you give us time. to center, to go into the flow, where most people keep talking and keep talking and keep talking. It's like, hush now, I'm trying to get my message from my guide. Hush now. And that's the most frustrating part for me in ever doing guided meditation. So I love that you give everybody enough time to actually be in that flow, that energetic flow. I love it. So definitely, do you have any more coming up soon?
Probably that one with Kevin. I haven't decided. I really like I like working with Kevin on them just because he kind of brings the new. I mean, I have abilities, but he's a little bit more developed than I am, so he can really tap into, especially with animals, and also seeing lifetimes, kind of like I do. So I like that exchange. It's kind of like the team thing.
Exactly. Yeah, you got a good team there. Yeah, you two are wonderful together. So again, I highly recommend go to his website. You do classes other than the readings.
I do.
The hypnosis part, you have to be physically present for that.
Yeah, the QHHT, you have to be present, and the main reason being is it can't be online, just because it can be the hypnosis itself. You actually become or live in real time the lifetime, and so sometimes it can. Well, a lot of times there's often traumas or other things that you experience, and if you're burning at the stake and the power went out, it probably wouldn't be the best scenario if there's no one to get you out of that. So I know that there's a lot of kind of branch out quantum things, and it's kind of not ethical. So I would steer away from those. It's something that anyone's.
Well, same goes with astral travel too. You don't want to be interrupted when you're on another planet, getting run down by
Right.
Wonderful. That's awesome. All right. Well, let's say hi to some friends, and everybody, while we're saying hi, let's do it this way. While we're saying hi, if you have a question, type it in caps and emojis so I can recognize them easier. And I did forget to ask you, Jason, do you have a time limit tonight?
I don't.
Okay. So we'll do about 10-ish, right? We usually do about 10, don't we?
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Okay. So the first one in was the lovely Miss Viviane. Thank you. And Viviane, if you can get my email address out of the about space, email me, and I would like to give you a thank you gift for your wonderful gift for me. Absolutely beautiful cards she gifted me. I was pleasantly surprised. Beautiful. And I would like to give you a full reading for doing that for me, because it means a lot to me that you thought of me that way. And then we have Miss Jackie.
Hello.
Jackie deserves an award of some sort. And Viviane is right there too, because between the two of them, they're the superpowers, dynamic duos of the mod world. Hey, Linda, thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. I really do. And then Scott came in. Where is he? Scott, thank you for coming. Are you going to ask a question today? Let's see. We have Natalie. Natalie was on not long ago. I know that was the first that was on our live here. Our first experience of the hand pink waving.
Yeah, no, that's actually what I was laughing at.
So when I was doing, we did a full moon readings, and she that's Natalie. She preferred to be Natalie and not Dr. Natalie. So I don't know. Which do you want to be named by? ¿Cómo se llama? Let's see. Jessica Lynn. Thank you for coming. I love that little the icon for your mandala. Loving mandalas. Okay, and Brendan. So everybody, soon within the next hopefully a couple weeks, Brendan and I might be doing a live together. Brendan is my son, if you don't know, Jason, if you don't remember. And he's agreed to do a live readings with me. So keep watching. For those who are in the Hidden Hollow, watch for that, ring that bell, watch for the announcement, and come support him. He's already good at reading intuitively, so I know he'll be awesome.
That's pretty unique, the mother-son.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm sure they're out there, but yeah, so I got him an Oracle deck, and it was Viking. We were getting into the Viking Norse, vibe there, and I got him a Viking Oracle deck, and then this Christmas I got him the Archangels from Radley Valentine, and I thought that would really help him, and he's doing a great job just finding the intuitive messages in the images. I'm very proud of him. So, hi Samantha. I'm loving her hummingbird. Oh, I need to get my hummingbird feeders going out there. Okay, so let's see. Am I caught up? Nancy came in. Hello, beautiful Nancy. She was one of the biggest supporters too of our last live. She really enjoyed it. Okay, I think I'm caught up. Am I? Okay. Yes, please like, share, and subscribe. And yes, and after the live is over, if you feel that we have helped you in some way, given you some enlightenment, some illumination, please, after the show, leave comments, and it really helps the channel grow, but it also helps us know, and we'd like to see that in the live chat as well, if we're on point. Sometimes, there's a fork in the road. There's two paths. No path is the wrong path, but sometimes we need guidance on which path to take for your particular reading, for your particular questions. So we may be a little off on one thing, and then you say something in chat, and it's like, okay, yes, now we can go this path with that one. So interaction is always a good thing. And why, yes, we might hit some true callings here. It is for entertainment purposes only, especially the love readings. Okay, so we've got some questions coming in, and let me start these up. And thank you, Natalie. Natalie and I, when we did the full moon readings, it was charged. It was charged energy, and the further we got, the more we were just getting all those tingles, and that full moon. Yeah. Woo. Okay, so let me tell you who I have so far. And if I've missed your name, please re-enter your question for me. Chat jumps up and down. So far, we have Jessica Lynn, Brendan, and Viviani. And Pisces is here. Here we go. She says hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So you're perfect timing. If you have a question, go ahead and type that in. And are you ready to get started?
Always.
Okay. I almost hit the end broadcast. If I ever do that, hang on, I'll be right back. All right, perfect. So I'm going to start with Jessica. She was the first question that popped up. And phone's going. So, what decks will you be using tonight? Are you just going to random pull?
I'm going to be using the same ones I used last time. I like the combination.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
The Destiny, the Nature, and the Guidance. Like
I did love those together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't used this in a while. I'm going to use the Mystic Masters by Danny Mystic. She has curated, taken some curated artwork and just added like watercolors to them. And I have gotten some amazing readings with these. So I'm going to use those tonight. And then I'll pick a, it'll be different. I'm going to do, I love this Vintage Wisdom Oracle. I think I'll be using that tonight too. So. Okay. All right. Jessica would love a message from her spirit team. Okay. I'm going to be shuffling and you can go when you want. Whoever goes first. Whoever goes
Okay.
first. All right. Okay. Just needed a moment to tap in. That's his energy. Ta-da! Ooh. Okay. I've got a 17 version. Get rid of these allergies. Okay. Let me go back to the live chat. And you would like to go first, or you'd like me to go first?
Sure, you can go first.
Oh, sure. After I'm reading that. It's like that waitress when you're busy is when she comes by and asks questions. Okay. Emily, I just starred you, and I just want to real quick. Oh, Jen's here. Jen. Okay, Jen's from Australia, Jason. And so it's getting winter there. So hi, beautiful. So we need to get together and do some lives. And then get back to Miss Jessica. I apologize. Okay. Jessica. Okay. I love these cards for you. Okay. They're a little bit different because they're curated art. So this is a page of coins. So we know that pages are the beginnings of a new endeavor. And this one seems to be, she's how can I say this? She's trying to manifest her future. There's a skull in this image. So I'm getting some ancestry in here. So this could be she's trying to. Give me one moment here. Got ahead of myself with that skull. Okay, so she is trying to manifest something for her future, and it could involve I don't know. It could involve a family lineage somehow. Let me come back to that one. Please excuse me. These cards are most beautiful, but the print is in black ink. You can't see it. So I'm having trouble. Okay. Interesting. So you got also the Page of Cups. So we have 2 pages. Page of Cups, that's using your intuition, fantasizing. That might make a little sense here. You're dreaming big. You got big dreams you're trying to manifest for yourself. And the biggest advice here from Spirit is listen to that intuition. It won't steer you wrong. And if you're already communing with your spirit team, ask for their guidance. Ask for them to guide you to that open door of opportunity that is for your best and highest good. And speaking of intuition, I didn't really show you that card. So I love that image because I love music, and music, it just moves that energy, keeps that energy going. So when you're feeling in a little bit of a challenged area, listen to music that'll get your vibrations flowing and up and going. You have an awakening coming. I love that picture. So whatever you're striving to and dreaming about, it'll accompany an awakening for you. And right now, I might not be able to tell you what that awakening is, but it could be that connection with spirit getting stronger and stronger, and you'll find that you have a unique gift within you that you may or may not know about. But if you feel awakened, you're not fully awakened, and so you have something coming your way. But I do feel like you're working toward your future, and it looks very positive for me, for you. Okay.
Very similar in what Ginger was just saying. So the first one I got was overcoming obstacles and that you can overcome anything. You know, the whole time that I've used these cards, I always thought that was a peach, and I realized it's a boulder.
The eyes of the beholder, Jason. Or so the eyes of the boulder in your case.
Yeah, so it's reaffirming what Ginger said in terms of that you do have an inner strength and that you do have a sense of perseverance in what you have accomplished in the past. It seems as though the journey that you're on right now, to keep the faith, that your spirit team is with you. Also, I know this card, there's kind of that secret space or that personal space. Just remembering to turn within inside yourself and give yourself the time to reflect. I always point out the feminine, divine feminine with the moon in the background. So making sure that you tap into creativity and other way, possibly what you're working on is in the creative field or creative aspect. Interestingly, another kind of boat sleigh type thing, so that you're in the flow and everything is in smooth sailing. So even though there might be obstacles that come your way, just keeping the faith and knowing that you're going in the right direction, which ultimately I think this kind of sums up the fact that you'll be fruitful on your path and finding joy and delight in what you're going to do.
Yeah, and for some reason I got the sense with the I've already mixed up my cards with the person with the that wasn't a sitar, what was that? Anyway, and that awakening, it was like it's almost like you're going to be recognized for your talents, whatever you're aiming for. So I just wanted to add that in real quick. Mel is here. Mel. I've been meaning to call you this week, so I will call you tomorrow. I hope you're feeling better. Let me put her in here real quick. And then I want to say, Natalie, this is not true. You've been having your questions answered, and you're not in the chat always. So I just wanted to. Okay, so let me get back to chat real quick. But yes, thank you for that. And I meant to start the whole live off with a general message for everybody. Let me see if I need to star anymore. I think I'm caught up. I got your question, Mel. Yes, me. Put in a question for the heaven's sakes.
Is that me, or Mel?
Oh. I
thought it was me. I thought it was me too.
Okay, all right. Yes, Natalie has a YouTube channel now, Oracles of Healing Light. So please pop on over, subscribe, do the thing. Okay, let's get back to the question. We have, actually, I want to do a general, let's do a quick general one card message real quick. Let's get these energies flowing here. I meant to do that first thing. So let's see, general energy of the week for everybody. Let's see what these oracles say. You pulling?
Watching the clouds. I like this part. Lie back, rest, relax.
Watching the clouds and new beginnings. It's watching the crowns dreaming of your new beginnings. I love it.
Or it could be, I don't know, reflecting.
I love watching the clouds. I need to get my hammock set up so I can. Okay, wonderful. So, Jessica, I hope our message has helped you tonight. Yep. Oh, it keeps jumping. Okay. So perfect. Thank you for your question. I love it. Natalie would like to know the name of the cards you're using.
They're all Denise Lynn. There's one that's Sacred Destiny. The other one is Sacred Traveler. And the other one is Sacred Forest.
That's pretty.
So one's about, obviously, traveling destiny and all about nature spirits and such. So.
Yeah, they're beautiful. That's a beautiful artist too. Okay, so Jessica, that was Jessica's quick. All right, then I'm going to go in order tonight. So Brendan would like general message from Spirit. Looking good so far. You ready?
I am.
Okay.
So I'm getting a sense that your spirit team is telling you now is the time to do something, to start now. Not putting anything off, not procrastinating, that now is the time to start a project, or I don't know if it has to do with reading with your mom. Don't put it off anymore. If not, that now is the time to take your first step. Interestingly, the flow card. So I think this is just a reassurance that, always taking the first step is difficult, but then allowing yourself just to get into the flow of things will come naturally to you, and whatever this project may be. It's the first time I've seen this card. Wood nymph. So beauty. I think that's a lotus flower too. No, it's not a lotus. It's just seeking beauty.
But if you saw it as a lotus.
I do feel like there's urgency surrounding this because it does have the storm spirit. I don't see this as a product of you taking the first step and achieving your flow, but if you don't, it might be too late. It might cause you more stress than not taking the step, I guess would be the way to put it. So just not being afraid and having faith, and especially you don't want the chaos to come around the corner. So entertainment purposes.
Maybe it's that FAFSA. I was just asking him yesterday, do you have your classes for the semester? And you remind me of FAFSA. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with that. Don't put that off.
Yeah. Is that what you got, Ephraim? Okay. I'm going to segue on that because I got the 7 of Cups. Don't spend too much time thinking about what you're dreaming about things. You need to take action. And as Jason said, opportunities can pass you by. Even though this isn't like an Ace of Wands, some doors, they're only open for so long. But with all that being said, I got the Magician. So you have all the tools necessary to move forward. Just don't hesitate moving forward. Get some clarity on your path. Pick 1 or 2 things that are most important to you to master them first before you go on to the next. You take the proper steps and the preparations and planning, it's going to be successful. You're going to be successful. And then I got the expression card. So don't be afraid to express yourself in your feelings, but in your art especially. Just no holds barred. Just let that imagination, just look how she's open and receptive to all these ideas that are coming her way. And there's a lot of butterflies in here, so there's a lot of transformative energy going on. So you're going to have a full plate for sure, but careful planning and what's that word? Completion. I don't know. I lost my word. Look at the day. Is it completion? Okay. So it's not activate. It starts with an A. Now that's going to bug me. Action. Just get her done. Yeah. Don't spend too much time daydreaming. You have plenty of time. You still have a couple weeks of vacation summer for yourself. You just got back from a trip with some friends, so you got all that fun, and so it's time to segue back into segue. That's funny. Did you do any segues while you're there? Yeah, senior year. He's coming up to his senior year. So anyway, all right, my dear. That's that. Okay. Let me go back to chat. Jen had to leave us. It is like 9 a.m. her time. It's so funny connecting with her, and I had to put it on my phone, the little clock. So we're like, okay, it's 12 hours plus 3. Now we might be 4. I got to check with the daylight savings time. Hey, Thomas is here. Hey, Thomas. Hey, if you have a question, put it in. We are on a roll here. I want to make sure I haven't missed anything. This is the fun part where you're supposed to entertain the troops while I'm doing this.
Pick a card, any card.
Okay, that's everybody saying goodbye. They're loving your decks. I'm loving those too. Maybe I have to put them on my wish list. Okay, I think we're ready for the next one. Viviani. All right, message from her spirit team. Is that good? Or let me on that. Things that make you go, Okay, baby nine. Awesome. Thomas says 3-card Monty time, Jason.
I saw that. I don't know what 3. I don't know what that is.
A card game of some sort.
So my initial feeling nudge is, I think there's something that you're not seeing.
You're making her nervous.
No. No. It's more like Well, interestingly, again, the Storm Spirit card came up. So it seems like maybe in some aspects of your life, there's a lot going on. However, I feel like that it's a matter that you have the tools in place. It's just that you're not really seeing what your guides are trying to show you, which relating to embracing like embracing your spirit team and embracing your inner truth in terms of what you need to do and the direction that you need to go. I get the feeling that they're trying to support you, but you're not really seeing the full perspective. And in the chaos of life, sometimes that's what happens, and it's hard to stop and take a breath. So the last card that I got was the Navigating by the Stars, Following Your Bliss. This almost is, I feel like this is like the wandering or the watching the clouds. That stars, I know just from the work that I do with past life regression, the stars are the only constant. So just possibly tapping more into spiritual guidance like this, or other ways of just trusting your team and taking a breath to kind of look at the little signs that you might be missing. So.
She says she spoke her inner truth today. Sometimes people who aren't in alignment with your own energy they don't like people speaking their inner truth, and you might cause a little ruffled feathers there, but stick to that inner truth, because it'll matter to those who it will matter to most will hear you. So I'm going to say I got the Nine of Swords. And for me, that's just the thoughts that keep you up at night. It could be good thoughts. It could be worrying. I mean, thoughts. I've just never seen this as a nightmare card. It's thoughts. Thoughts good when you got a good project in your head. Those thoughts will keep you up. You're trying to plan, and try to take it easy on yourself. I'm feeling in this image. I love it. Up in his thoughts. So this is why it makes me think it's not so nightmarish. I don't know if you could see. There we go. There's two angels up above. And see those arrows pointing down? They're definitely your guides trying to connect with you. And it looks to me like it might be while you're dreaming or at night. So before you go to bed at night, ask your guides for some assistance with whatever on your mind. And ask them to help you remember their messages for you during your dream time. I've got the Temperance. So for me, this is about keeping grounded, simultaneously being connected with spirit and the ethereal energies above you. She is looking at the star. Oh my gosh, is this the star card? This is Temperance. This is star. This is star. Okay. So star cards obviously are they're a healing card as well as make a wish upon the star. And so I'm going to say again about you working with your divine team in any way that you need that assistance right now. If it's a struggle, a challenge, I just, somebody said something on YouTube today. I want to read this. This is perfect timing. When we have challenges, I've always said it's the universe telling you it's time for pause, reflection, take a moment to plan with a clearer mind. Let me read this out. Challenges come with a higher purpose. The current astrodynamics highlighting the connection between past actions and present circumstances, with a big push to change the way we do things and to fix and heal so that we can create a different future. So anytime that you are feeling challenged, that's a time for you to pause and try to connect with your team and ask them for assistance through these challenges. But remember, it's cycles. You're going to be going back up to that more positive cycle soon. And I don't know if you have something planned that you're working towards, and that might be keeping you up, but you're asking for your guides to assist you with that as well. I have the card of discernment. So very much like Jason's reading, you need to be open and aware. That monkey chatter. It's fun. It's like the three monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. For me, that is telling me keep your thoughts positive, keep your words positive, and give yourself a big hug spiritually, because you're a strong person, and there's just a higher purpose for you waiting. So that's what I got.
Yeah, I just thought this one popped up again. This is the same card that came up the last time that we did readings with the Aspen Spirit with the castle.
I love that.
So the transformation, the thing with aspen trees, I always think about the fact that they're all connected, and that when one gets sick, the rest of them do. which is the downside. But the upside is, everything's connected. We're all connected, even though on the surface we appear to be separate. So just remembering that sometimes the courage and the strength that we seek can come from others around us.
Yeah. Definitely get the support of your community with you too. We're all here for you. And even though I love this ethereal family, sometimes we need the physical support as well. But we're all giving you big hugs, and we're going to help you through this for sure. So definitely, like I said, Vivian, this would be the perfect time, hon, if you get my email address from the About section, and I would love to work with you. Because we all need that big healing support. Okay, so Miss Moonlight came in. I'm using the Mystic Masters by Danny Mystic. She's got a YouTube channel as well, and she does the 3 Fat Readers if you've not had that channel, and the Vintage Wisdom Oracle.
Mine are, the box tops are out of reach for me right now, but they're all Denise.
My lesson, have my box top.
Denise Lynn, Sacred Traveler, Sacred Destiny, and Sacred Forest.
Beautiful. Oh no. The Taraka Studios has something very similar to the Sacred Forest. I can't remember what it's called all of a sudden. So I want to take a moment just to thank everybody. She got the pear tree. What's that? Pear tree from Danny. Oh, yes. That is a very interesting deck. Very almost like Isadora. Yeah, just let's go with that. Yeah, she's pretty cool. Pear tree oracle. That's it. Pear tree oracle. Yeah. Okay, let's see. I want to catch up on chat. Do a little song and dance, Jason. Jason, what kind of music do you listen to, by the way? And don't say a little bit of everything. On your radio station, when you get in the car, what is playing?
I listen to Audible. So, yeah, my taste in music, I don't know. I've always liked more electronic kind of.
It hurt my heart.
Yeah, but yeah, I listen. I was an English teacher. I like books, so I prefer to listen to something than.
Okay. I do need to get into the Audible books because I am just I've never been good at reading. I am. What is that when you can't concentrate on what you're reading? Somebody make up a word for me. There's too many squirrels playing around in my head. I cannot focus. Yet when I'm reading, I got a movie going, and I think the first book I ever read, and of course I didn't finish, but I started to read, I believe, was Jaws. If it wasn't Jaws, it was about Bigfoot. I was living in Florida at the time. Oh no! Oh, I love it. Okay, so we're gonna give Miss Moonlight a little publicity here. She needs to find some public domain tarot books so I can do. Oh yeah. She said she might do a walkthrough. Here we go. Yeah, I would like to see the pear tree flip through. I don't remember watching Danny's. Kiba's here. I don't know where there you are. Kiba. You jumped. Kiba, if you'd like a reading, I haven't done a reading for you in a while. Okay. I think I'm caught up there. All right. So Vivian, I hope that helps. You have your community supporting you, and please do connect with me. I'd love to help you. All right, Emily. Emily, she wants to be a social media influencer. Do you have a channel started, Miss Emily? So Jackie can, or Viviani and Jackie, between the two of them, can put that out there for you. Social media influencer. Is there a particular genre you're trying to influence us about? Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. You have a specialty? Oh, Jason.
Sorry.
Okay, mine was tarot. Yours is tabletop dancing. I don't know, but I would like to.
It's just always funny that the confirmation that I get through cards and what I was thinking. So that's why I was like, I'm not laughing at the reading itself, just the fact that it's like, yep, okay.
You were making fun of me.
No.
Okay. She put here, hang on, let me find you. Okay, we got that. Okay. Lifestyle, self-improvement, health, and fashion. I love it. Yeah, okay. All right. You know, there's a like in this tarot community, there's a lot of competition. But someone once told me when I kept going, I'll start it soon. I'll start my channel soon. I'll start my channel soon. Those who are meant to see it will reach it. And so everybody will have their own little, they'll find you and they'll love you. And you'll have your own little following. And you don't worry about what other people are doing. You be unique. You be you. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What do you got there for her?
Well, what I was thinking was, we're all powerful manifestors and we can create whatever we want to. And so if, you believe that, it's I think we might have talked about this last time. If you want to manifest something, you should have gratitude that it's already happened and imagining yourself already doing it. So that's kind of what came to me first. The card that made me kind of laugh was choosing your path, all is possible. So, I wouldn't get too caught up if I will be successful or not, because in the greater scheme of things, you're already a successful social media influencer. So it's just moving forward in that way, which I think goes hand in hand with the eagle spirit, which is all about freedom. It's kind of hard to see. There's a little Pegasus on the bottom. So it's like stretching your wings and about ready to fly, and your eagle spirit's there or your spirit team's there, watching over you and guiding you. So just having faith in their support. And just making sure that you stay true to yourself in whatever you do. So I think that kind of goes into, don't try to be like everybody else. Stick to who you are and what you want to do. And as long as you do all that together, you'll be successful. So.
It reminds me of what I said I was on Jane the Seeker's channel yesterday, and we were talking about, what do you know? And I was like, I know what I know, and I'm happy with that. So success, really, as Jason said, it's all in your mind. If you want to be successful, you will be, and not worry about the general public giving you that title, so to speak. I do see success coming for you. there's going to be steps to take, obviously, but it's using your experiences is what's going to help you master what you're trying to do. And like I said, the sun is you're going to have up and down periods. So when you're at a low, that's the time for you to actually go inward. This person, I like this card. This Seven of Wands is, this person is at a higher perspective over his peers. And so when you're being faced with challenges, you're not going to be loved by everybody. We have those haters because they're not successful and they don't like to see other people succeed. I see you succeeding in what you do as long as you think everything through, use your life experiences, because people want to see that. They don't want to see that you read it on a piece of paper, here you go. They want to know what you experience as well. And I've got the healing card for you. So that will go into the self-improvement category for you. Look into inner healing. I'm looking at these elixir bottles. It's like, but for me, the elixir is the energy and the words that you're going to give to people to help them do some inner healing, is what I'm getting here. And that's a part of that Six of Swords too, is moving away, healing from something. And I think you'll be able to help people be kind of a social media guide, so to speak. But you're going to go through some challenges, so I can't lie there. But as long as you stay positive and you keep going your course, those people don't matter. You'll attract who needs to hear your words and your experiences. So that's what I see.
Something popped in my head was healing through self-expression. Which kind of, I think, goes with fashion and lifestyle, and so that might be a good combination to bring everything together.
A whole package.
I don't think many people associate fashion with healing, so it might be an interesting spin on it.
Well, when you look, I'll speak from a woman's point of view. When you look in the mirror and you look good, that is healing, because before you got ready, you might have been self-doubting, not feeling so good about yourself. And as soon as you fresh out of the shower, put some clothes on, a little makeup and hair, it's like, okay, you're not that bad. Go for it. Okay, that was my life experience. Move along. But seriously, I hope we helped you in some way. If you can't laugh and giggle, then there's something wrong. No, I always say stay in touch with your shopping therapy. I used to like to window shop more than I hate shopping. That's weird. I hate shopping. So I love to window shop, which makes Amazon the devil, because that's virtual window shopping, and you buy because you're not in the mix of all those energies of the people. And I always get overheated when I go in the stores. I freak out because too many people's energies. That's what was happening to me today. Go to Harris Teeter's just for a couple things, $188, and I tell my son, I didn't even get everything on my list. What's wrong with this picture? And I had to fight through the anxiety of a sea of wine bottles. They must have been rotating their stock or some of those baskets of wine bottles. It's like, is that a sign? I don't like wine. Okay, so perfect. So she has an account. It's got a watercolor art. So somebody tag that in there. And many blessings to you, Emily, on that journey. I'm excited for you. Okay, next. Mel is next. And then Miss Moonlight, if you want a question, we will still have time. And who else came in late?
Did they lie to me?
Nancy, you want a question, darling? Did they lie to me?
That's the question.
That is the question. Mel, are you still here?
Okay.
Because underneath that was a comment of, that is my question.
Interesting. Okay.
All right, so you're feeling deceived right now. Okay, let me real quick star week ahead. And check your email, Jeannie, because I did answer your email, and would love to do a reading for you. A full reading, I should say. All right, I'm just catching up, making sure I got everybody's questions. All right, dear. No. Okay, I went too far. Okay. All right. Oh, Kiba. Kiba's the other one I saw come in. Okay. So, Kiba, if you have a question, then I think we'll close up after that. All right. Let's see about Mel's energy. No. Let's be a little more specific somehow. I'm challenged by this one. I don't know about you. I'll be honest, Mel, you got me on this one. I don't know. I got the innocence card came out. They may be innocent. You know, some people have the best intentions, and due to circumstances beyond their control, they can't fulfill promises and keep their word of honor, and it's not always intentional. I got the Nine of Coins and the Emperor. So you know, the Nine of Coins is about completion and success, and the Emperor obviously is a man of high stature and success. So is it a certain individual? Linda, I did. Hang on. Yes, I did. You're next, sweetie. Do you have anything? I might have to think upon this one.
I don't know why I keep. I don't know if this is the case, but I keep feeling like you may be referring to spirit team, spirit guide. I don't know if that's the right direction. I do know that they. I think it can apply in both circumstances. That, you know, like, I know that spirit never lies to us in terms of guidance and what we should be doing, but sometimes it comes in ways that we don't expect. But it can seem like we're being let down. But I feel like it's the same with other people that, you know, sometimes that, because I'm kind of going off of this truth card, seems to be kind of a pattern tonight. Whether or not people, you know, someone lied to us, it's just having the truth is what matters, and just accepting what may come and having the strength and courage to move forward. So if it is spirit team, just knowing that I've actually, in my own work in hypnosis, I had someone who thought that their higher self lied to them, and it did not go well with them. They said we would never lie. So just knowing that that's the case, and just being open to your spiritual source. So again, I don't, you know, there's sometimes I feel like that we get so caught up in the deception or feeling misled or anything else, but as long as that we have the truth, I think that that's all that really matters in moving forward. So
I find this interesting in this Four of Coins. Okay, so it's all about resources right now. So since I don't know specifically what you might be talking about, it's almost like I do see talks kind of like behind your back, but it's not necessarily a devious thing. They just have their own agenda, and it might not have worked out that you were in that plan. I'm stumping myself right now. I just don't feel that it was a malicious thing. It's how I'm feeling. And this innocence card. Being true to yourself, like Jason says, it's just, you know, the truth. I might have to do this offline with you now, because we don't want personal information out here. So I do believe something happened, and it wasn't intentionally, but then sometimes people are too afraid to admit they're wrong, and then rather than trying to right it, they just kind of, as in RIGHT, instead of trying to fess up and make it right, they kind of just cower away and leave you hanging thinking they did it on purpose. It's a really strong feeling I'm getting that it wasn't initially intent on doing wrong. Yeah, yeah, let's, I'll call you tomorrow. Let's talk tomorrow. And then I get more clarity out of that one. That one, since it was kind of an open-ended question, yeah. Okay, hang on, where are we? All right, so.
I do get the sense that it is unintentional, that it's just, it could be a matter of just not having the right information, or not being educated in whatever advice was given.
But in this image, I feel like you have all the resources. You don't worry about what they're saying. If it's going to impact you in a very negative way, then there's ways around it, and maybe we can go deeper. Okay. Yeah. They are doing. Okay. Oh, wait. Layman's term. They are. Oh, see ya. Oh, I get it. Okay. All right, hang on here. Yeah. Yeah, but see that. Yeah, I kind of feel like they're ignoring you here, but you've got something bigger and better you've got all the apples in your basket, and what do they have? A half empty cup. So cover your head. Oh, Mel, I'm sorry you're feeling this way, but I'll give you a call tomorrow. So many blessings to you, Mel. We'll figure this out. All right. Yeah, that was a challenging one for me to do live because you kind of need a little more information.
I don't know why I kept feeling like it was Spirit Team.
And then I got centering. You need to center, sweetie. You're better than that. Okay, Linda, I'm so sorry. I was actually going in order tonight. So, and Miss Moonlight, my dear, I have you. And then we're closed for the night. Unless Jackie wants a... Jackie, you don't ask questions very often, so... Okay, so Linda. Linda. Message from your guide. Thank you.
This almost is like Brendan's reading a little bit. Spirit Guardians of Summer. It's about time for expansion and taking opportunity. And it's also time to step into your power. Recognizing your strength, your inner strength and your experience. Like the guy with the lantern. I feel like that's your experience and letting that guide you forward and being successful and expanding into what you want to be and manifest. Interesting. This one was sometimes they face up. Surrendering to your journey. So releasing control. It's just knowing that things will manifest as they're supposed to, and that sometimes the more that we try to control things, the more it doesn't happen. I get personally frustrated with that sometimes when I least expect something to come through and I'm not trying to control what's going on. That's when things happen. So just, kind of trusting the journey is the best way to go. And that there's a lot of potential surrounding this. By moving forward, and that, the stillness, the darkness, turning within in order to find the deeper meaning of the path that you should follow, and this is the time to do it.
I like this because it's resonating with mine. So I got the Eight of Cups, where it's time to leave something behind to move toward something that's for your better good, your higher good. It's time to move toward your purpose. If you know what your purpose is, most of us here in this community, if you found us in this community, you are a light worker in some way, shape, or form. So we're all on a spiritual journey. Look at all the different paths that are before you. Sometimes it's sad to leave things behind. Sometimes, people, we grow apart. So sometimes we have to leave a really good friend behind because they're not following the same path as you anymore. We all change our paths and our interests, and we lose people, we gain friends. It's an ebb and flow, unfortunately, but this is your spirit telling you it is time to move forward, because you do have, are you reading Mel's?
Go into the light. No, not yet.
I can't help it. But I am a cute little bumblebee. I love that movie. So anyways, this is the Three of Wands. So you're going to leave something for something way better for you. You have a Two of Wands. This isn't quite the portal. Most of the time I feel that the Two of Wands is a portal. But in this particular one, it is asking you to make decisions and balance these decisions, making them with your head and with your heart. And you need to kind of marry the two somehow. What do you desire? Well, think logically, moving towards what you desire. And I have the centering card again. So Spirit here is asking you, before you make any moves that are of dear importance to you, make sure you're centered each and every day. Make sure you're grounded with Mother Earth, and then ask your guides for the guidance. And ask, again, I said this before, ask to be led to the open doors of opportunity that are for your highest good. But they are saying now is the time for you to make your move toward your highest, what's best for you. Sometimes we have to put us first. Me, me, me. It's all about me. And that's not always a bad thing.
And it's Spirit of Summer, so I have a feeling it's
this summer. Yeah, and look at her images. She's a fairy. She's got flowers. That's all about nature. Go into nature. Like he said, it's summertime. Go into nature and ground that way. Hug a tree. Pick some flowers, hug a tree.
Disco ball.
A different one.
Sure, go chase disco balls.
Oh, totally her vibe. That's awesome. There you go. Put it. Actually, that made me think of those literal crystal balls that you hang in your window and let the light refract off of them. But it'll bring in good juju for you. And anybody who's on an endeavor that they want success, having that citrine and the carnelian with you. Mel, you need to pick up some black obsidian or black kyanite. Get rid of that negative energy. I love black kyanite. It's so beautiful. Anyway. Okay. What else have I missed as he's been giggling by?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Just
Lenormand tells the truth.
Taco bars and disco balls.
Tacos. Oh. I love those. Let's see. Linda's lovely and great lifting people up. Yeah. Love it.
Clear out of my possessions.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. Okay. We have Miss Moonlight. Yeah, oh, I started the wrong comment, but for her week, she wanted to know how her week's going to go. So, I believe I saw that she has a 3-day weekend coming up. That's awesome. Yes, what is the Swedish death cleaning? I never did watch that video. Is it? Never mind. It just reminded me of something years ago where this maid liked to clean in her nudity, and yes, she spilt the bleach a couple times. And Swedish death cleaning. Have you heard of that, Jason?
No. It sounds dangerous.
It does. For over a year. Interesting.
I'm figuring that's not like house cleaning.
Enlighten us, Miss Jeannie. I want to know what Swedish death cleaning is. I I guess that's when you really go in mean and fierce. You don't need that anymore. Don't even think about it. Oh, wait. Oh, no. I thought it was she was saying. It's cleaning to leave a bird. Oh! So I have been doing that unconsciously. I've been in the same home for 17 years, and I had a near-death experience, and I thought, I do not want to leave my poor child, because it would just be Brendan doing the cleaning, going through all this junk. I need to start getting rid of stuff.
I in one of my hypnosis sessions, higher self kind of said, your space, your personal space is an extension of your aura, and if you keep a bunch of clutter, not only that, but it carries energies and memories of things that in different times past. So it can be very cleansing for the soul.
I was telling my son that for a few years now, and he finally. So I think his senior year might go a little bit smoother because he's cleared out some of that clutter that he can.
Yeah.
Mine's mostly paper clutter. I'll go through that mail later, and next thing I know, I have a little mountain. And dust bunnies. I love animals. What can I say? Little bunnies. Clutter can be a sign of childhood trauma. My clutter, before I started cleaning my clutter, it's I think in my bloodline to collect. And I'm very much I might need that someday. I'm not talking about a book or a knickknack. I'm talking about really essential items. Like I cannot throw a bolt away or a screw or things that I think that can be repurposed. And I think that just goes back into the olden times where you did have to save and repurpose things. And so I'm trying to break that line of collecting, I call it. All right, there. Let's do this. All right. Is this for your week off or your 3-day weekend or the rest of this week? Okay. All right, let's do a week's worth of timing here.
Well, it seems like continuing with your death cleaning might be a good thing in order to create your personal sanctuary. So the Mystic Meadow. I find it interesting. The rabbit's dressed like a queen, I think. Holding the cup. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how to read that part. Kind of your sacred space.
He was talking about having the pear tree oracle, and it's animals. A lot of animals, people, animals, I think.
I don't know. It's a time for loving yourself. So it feels like this is a week of rejuvenation for you, or the weekend, depending on what you're asking about. And I think it's goes in hand with you've been doing a lot of work in other ways, whether on yourself and around you, and just giving gratitude for all that you've done. And you are cherished by the angels in terms of your devotion to what you do and what you represent and who you are.
Instead of just as it popped up, Jackie. Ditto, Jackie. Ditto. All right, so talk about space. Queen. Queen of coins. Queens are all about setting up space. For me, queens are about setting up sacred spaces as well. And as Jason said, the more you clean your clutter, the more sacred your space becomes to you. So keep creating your space, which will allow the flow of abundance to start coming in. The more you clean out, the more welcoming abundance can be. She's got this cornucopia. She's also about being coined, setting up your space, like in your savings account too. I think you need to look more about creating some abundance to set aside. And then, of course, queens are about using their intuition a lot. So I feel like I feel this way because my favorite moon card, I think, ever. I love her. So for me, this is about magic. I know what the traditional moon card means, but for me, in this image, she's holding that crescent moon. So I'm thinking maybe you should start following the moon cycles. Ooh, and blow bubbles. I love bubbles. This looks like bubble. I literally just the other day was doing my dish soap, and I puffed out a couple bubbles. Bubbles make me happy. Do something to make yourself happy, because I got the balance card as well. You're putting in a lot of hard work to clear out the clutter, to bring in abundance. Remember to balance that with having fun as well. So if you do have a 3-day weekend coming up, I would utilize one of those days to do the adulting and take the other 2 days creating a sacred space for you in your home, and also going out. Ooh, go blow bubbles in the moonlight. That sounds awesome. She's got some catnip bubbles.
You know what I noticed that I haven't noticed before is far, far in the background of this card is a castle.
Is there bubbles around it?
There aren't any bubbles, but kind of the queen reference that it's time for the queen to get away from the castle and be in the forest and be in nature. So that kind of took, and then also there's some lilies in the background, which is about rebirth and regeneration. So I think that's part of the guidance for you as well.
Be the ballerina. Just be the ballerina. Yeah, so you need to balance and have more fun. And next full moon, I'm going out blowing bubbles for sure. I will always say, and I might even say it in every live. Let's see what this says. Must I leave the? Yes. We get caught up in the stagnant energy. If you can't leave your house, open all the windows early in the morning, let some fresh air in, and then close the windows before it gets hot and humid. That's here. I don't know where you're at, but I do that. I need fresh air, or I'm just going to just stagnate. And but yes, go out, soak up that sunshine, because you both got the sun and the moon here, which also creates balance. But yeah, definitely balance the adulting with your inner child and start doing something that'll make you happy. Dance like nobody's watching. That's what I just heard. Dance like there's nobody watching. All right, what happened to my thing? I lost my ability to. Oh, because she was the last question. Okay, do you have time for one more? We had a late comer in.
Mm-hmm. I think it was Alex. I saw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What? Oh my goodness. Something's wrong. Cattywampus with the electronics today. Okay, so yes, do that. Go get some crystals. Moonstone. You need a moonstone. What else do you need? A sunstone. You need a sunstone and a moonstone. Okay, Miss Alex. Thank you for coming. Just in time. We're doing readings today. Come join us. Okay. So, okay, let's see what Alex Spirit Guides can tell her. Let's do that. That one. Ooh. All right. You're smiling. I
don't know. I guess I'll start with, again, the love card, except from a different deck, the Wild Rose Fairy.
Oh, change it up on us. Was that?
So it's a fairy. It's almost like a.
What's at the very in the middle on the bottom? It's a round. Is it a disc?
Oh, the bottom is the number.
Oh.
Each are numbered, so it has a 47.
But it's in a bubble.
Yeah.
Alex, there's a new theme tonight. Bubbles.
Yeah. So love is in store, it seems like. And it seems like you're a little hesitant in some arena, and your spirit guides are saying now is the time to take your first step, whatever that may be. So it seems like tonight's a night of urgency and needing to take action for everybody. So, and, you know, not getting too caught up in the end of result where you're going, like the path in the card where you can't really see where it ends up or where you're going, just not having fear, and a time of pleasure.
Okay.
So interestingly, that path continues and it goes up to the night sky and empowerment. So it's the time for you to let go and let love. I don't know where that came from. It just popped into my head.
You poetry, you. Get your poetry on.
Yeah, sometimes pop in and I just don't know where they come from. So
that's funny because one of my intentions tonight, we're having a message that would come in and we will say, I don't know where that came from. Okay, dear Alex. So I'm going to go along with Jason here because it feels like you've gotten through a great disappointment. At first, I was thinking sometimes I use the 5 of Cups as missing a loved one who's passed. So I don't know if that's relevant, but in what Jason was talking about, you being hesitant is because of you were really hurt. And it is hard to move past that. But you can move past it, and you will, because I also got the Ace of Cups. That's all about emotions and the new beginnings, and it's also about trusting in the divine plan. Ace of Cups for me is also about like a new awakening within you. Actually, yes, she was hurt. Yeah. So you're going to meet someone who will renew this fountain of emotions for you, if you will. And just trust that your spirit guides have your best interest in their hearts for you to be happy with someone. And look at, they're telling you, be adventurous, go on an adventure. Whether he's Mr. Right or Mr. Right now or Ms. Right, Miss Right now, the importance is to go out, be adventurous, have some fun, live in that moment. You leave the past behind, and it's funny, she's like getting ready to ride on a butterfly. So yeah, so you have some new changes coming about you. A new you is going to be emerging. So what you need to do during this process, reconnect with the beautiful spiritual you that you are, and that energy will illuminate, and that's what attracts other people to you. And but I'm going to go with Jason here. Is you have a new spark happening for you, whether it's in a relationship or the relationship with yourself or the relationship in doing something you love. But I see this something happening that set you on a new adventure. So there you go, dear Alex. I hope that helps you, sweetheart.
Yeah, I guess initially my kind of laugh was, I think that's supposed to be fun, and enjoy it. Like, I don't. It seems like it's going to be a passionate type thing, is what my sense is. So.
Well, yes, and I'm going to say that because of water fountains in Paris. I mean, you can't get more romantic than that. Now, that could mean might not be going to Paris, but I believe the Eiffel Tower is in Las Vegas as well. Is it? Is it still there?
I don't know. It was when I left.
You might go to Vegas. You might.
Go to Vegas. What stays in what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Let your wild rose fairy go.
Wild rose fairy. I love it. I love it. So I think that was the last of the readings for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed that. Oh yeah, get hitched to Vegas for sure. I wanted an island style wedding whenever I got married, and that ended up happening at the Tropicana. They had an island setting, but I wouldn't recommend getting married in Vegas. Has someone ever told you look like, oh, all of a sudden I forgot his name.
I feel like I have gotten that before. Yeah, I think I've gotten a couple. That was one of them. Yeah. We're not related. And I'm not a serial killer on the side, so.
I know. That was just a bizarre show. But was he only killing bad guys, though, right?
Yeah. I was surprised that I watched this. I watched it a while ago, but I was surprised I liked it because I'm not usually into that type of thing.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, again, if you are not subscribed to Jason's channel, I highly recommend it, and I recommend going to his website. There's just wonderful stuff on that website, and may I say to them that when you do these smaller hypnosis classes, that it's like, for me being a single mom, it's very affordable, and so am I right in saying it's kind of based on a donational?
Yeah, it's usually donation based, so it's
very, very highly recommend it. Yeah. So, and again, let me put this up here. If we've helped you in any way or made you laugh, just let us know in the comment section afterwards, and it helps the channel grow. I'm trying to be a little more attentive to my channel. My work took me away for about a year, and I love doing this for people. I love helping people. I know that that's part of my calling is to help people. And it's been years and years that I've known this. And someone once asked me, what does it feel like when you're helping people? And I couldn't really put it into words. It is such a wonderful feeling that there's no words for it, because there's so many people out there that need just that little light of hope, a little bit of atta girl, atta boy, you can do this. Here's an umbrella for your rainy day. Not everybody can afford to go see therapists these days. And I just feel like everybody needs somebody to talk to. And I've just always been that person I was a manicurist for 15 years. It was like being the bartender. The things people told me. I go out in public and people start telling me things. It's like, you don't know me, and you're just. So it's like they're naturally drawn, knowing that somehow I don't know, I don't want to call myself a beacon of light, but I enjoy making people feel good about themselves in their journey.
I think it's a matter of being someone who listens. Not enough people really listen to people, so I think it's just that in itself is therapy.
That's true. Yeah.
Like when I do sessions with people, a big part of it's just talking before the hypnosis even happens. And I mean, how many times do you have someone sit down and say, okay, tell me about your whole life?
Yeah.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. So you're definitely in that purposeful field.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. It's rewarding.
Mm-hmm.
Equal exchange of energy, because the payback I receive is the gratitude or the love back, just enlightening somebody's day. So I need to get back to comments. Move ghosties. A ghost with red hair. Interesting. And that's another topic, Jason, we need to, I'd love to do a live about is, okay. I think we've missed some good conversation here.
I think it was a trickle down from Dexter.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm sure she's talking about you, not Dexter, here.
Oh.
I was definitely going to say that myself. It looks like the guy I've ghosted a few years back. Oh my gosh, that's funny. A lot of laughter tonight. I enjoyed this. What's this? I'm going to say that's meant for both of us. Well, you are kind of doing it full time. Your hypnosis is a full time job, no? Is it?
Yeah, I hypnosis and
now
spirit playing and the workshops and intro videos.
Yeah. I know. I think I need an interview. I mean, I like my little banner because I didn't know how to do videos yet. So I was just telling my son I need to learn to do a video intro. I last summer took life coaching, so I do have a certificate, and I started a spiritual life coaching one because I didn't see that when I took the life coaching one. So that one is a work in progress. What's this say? Oh, thank you so much. Tonight was we had a couple challenging. It's hard to address deeper issues when it's a lot. When you have just a few minutes, and so we do the best we can with what we have. And I just know that once I step away, hey Sheila, I will see more in the cards than what I could think on the spot, because that was a challenging question. And to get, yeah, anyway. So, hi Sheila, thanks for coming. And we were just heading out, and then you and I need to talk anyway. Sheila's doing my family tree for me, and but I need anybody in the chat as well that don't know about paranormal investigation. Either I haven't done one on live by myself, but the idea is to have, let's say, Jason come on and him telling me about there's some spiritual activity either in a childhood home, a current home, a hotel, like Sasha Graham had a castle she visited. It was very unique. And then Mel had very loving energies in her home, and it was a very nice change up to investigate some nice beautiful energies rather than spooky energies. So yes, Sheila's, we found out, yeah, that I told you a little bit about my little girl ghost here, Jason. And in doing the family tree, and I was telling her about my story, that she is related to her through ancestors. So that's very interesting. So, but yeah, I need some, I thought it would be easier to find people who had stories to share. But it doesn't even have to be something you experienced. We did the Amityville house, my first investigation, and we got a very different story that made sense because of the actual history of the land and previous owners than we did of the movie version. And then it's just a lot of fun. So investing, asking questions, pulling tarot cards to answer these questions, creating a story for entertainment purposes only, of course. And yeah, so if anybody has any stories they want to share during the live, I haven't done one in a while. And I think Sheila said she had one. And I'm gonna contact Sasha again, because she just went on a huge road trip. So I want to see if she came upon any interesting places. She works. You know who Sasha Graham is?
I don't.
She works for Llewellyn. She's a writer for Llewellyn, and she's created. I think I put all my decks up. Her latest deck was The Witch's Garden. She's a deck creator, writer for the decks and stuff. And she's a friend of mine, and she went with Llewellyn. Los Garbo, I think, is also Llewellyn. Llewellyn is their U.S. based, and they went to a castle in Italy, and it was very, very. Yeah, is that what you wanted to investigate? Let's do this. I need to get more investigations going. They're a lot of fun. They are for entertainment purposes, but the stories that come out of them are very, very, especially those who are actually experiencing it or have experienced. It's just a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, so even something like that, if you're willing to come on, share the story, we'll pull cards, and yeah, no, it's not too complicated. It was a high rise. It's like those Hollywood hotels, right? So anyway, Jason, I appreciate you coming on again.
Sure, absolutely.
And I appreciate each and every one of you who came and got a
Mhm.
reading or just lurked a little and had fun in the chat. That was a lot of fun reading the chats. It distracted us here and there. So, yes. So thank you so much for coming, everybody. And then, yeah, I know you've
Thank you,
already
moderators, too, for all that you do, too. I
Okay.
appreciate it. Thanking moderators for just doing all you do.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So, what's this? All I know is I got an apology for them not believing me. Oh, yeah. It's fun when you can validate things that happen. But anyways, all right, everyone. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming. We will see you soon. Next Wednesday, I have Ivana and Heather on. And what are you having? Anything? You have like oracle readings tomorrow? Is it?
Yeah, I'm doing it solo tomorrow, so
I'll come harass you.
That will be my second solo reading.
Oh, it's only your second. That last week was your first.
Yeah, that was the first time I've been out by myself. So, yeah, it's different. I like it, but I like the exchange with someone else on here.
Yeah.
It feels weird talking to a screen sometimes. So,
especially when you need to look at your cards for a moment, the other person might be talking, or there's a lot of interaction. But yeah, I have yet to do a solo. Like you, it's just to talk to people in chat. I get, and it's a lot of fun. But there's no one to make fun of verbally. Anyway. All right, everyone, I love you. Thank you so much for coming, and we will see. I can do it. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Faye, bless you. Have a wonderful rest of the week and a wonderful weekend, and we'll see you soon.